what I want to do is do a breakdown of the drop down process for you, and we're going to do a live walkthrough. Zaria, I'm going to start just at page 8 here, and we're going to go through and I'm just going to close you on whatever you decide that you want to get. Cool. And we're going to go through some live objections if you give them to me, and we'll see what happens here. Cool.
There we go. Yes, cool.
Okay, give me a thumbs up. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see okay? Watch first and then take some notes as we're going through. What are some things that you recognize? What are some things that that stand out? All right. So, Ms. Harris, let me screen share with you too. And I'm going to show you rep view. Okay, I'm going to show you guys rep view. Actually, we'll just do customer view, so you guys can feel like you're 100% just like a customer. There we go. All right, can you see that, Ms. Harris?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. And perfect. Okay, so Ms. Harris, let me review why so many people choose to invest in Cutco. First off, you'll always have sharp American-made knives that are comfortable, safe, and sanitary. Cutco is also guaranteed to last forever, so it'd be the last set of knives you'd ever buy. And Cutco saves a lot of money. Most customers who buy Cutco eat out less. If that saves $60 a month, it's $720 saved this year. Over 25 years, you'll save probably $18,000. Now, Ms. Harris, let me ask you this. How often do y'all eat out?
Probably about 3 or 4 times a week.
How often do y'all get takeout out?
Probably like twice.
Okay, and how often do y'all get like something like Chick-fil-A for breakfast or like something like quick outside of the house?
Almost every other day.
Okay, so you just said 6, probably. So would you say out of 21 meals, 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, 21 meals, you're probably eating half of those at home, about 10 of them or so?
Yeah.
Okay. And when y'all eat out or when you get takeout out, approximately how much do you spend?
Between 20 and 30 at least.
Okay. And what about for dinner? Because you said you do probably 8 of those out with either takeout or eating out.
Probably about the same or a little more.
Okay, gotcha. So and so it's about 8 meals with either takeout or eating out. How many of those are actually dinner?
Probably like 3.
Okay, gotcha. And those are, somewhere between 30 and $60, something like that.
Correct.
Okay. I want you to know my goal is to help save you money with Cutco. And if I can help save you money, save you time, money, and energy, are you open to at least seeing what I have to show you?
Of course.
Awesome. Are you liking Cutco so far?
Yes, I love it.
Awesome. Well, there's several reasons why so many customers choose sets. Now, Cutco sets have the right tool for the right job. Plus, Cutco sets have a built-in discount, so they're cheaper. And sets come with a free cutting board and other free stuff. And sets are much safer because they come with a block or a tray. Now, we do have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for your set all at once. Most people break it up. We actually have a 5-month option. You just put down 1/5, like I told you about earlier today, and whatever set you pick. So it just makes it super affordable for you to get whatever you want with your family. Now, right here, you should be able to see on the screen, and I'm going to scroll down to this portion. You should be able to see where it says set options. Do you see that?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So when it comes to high quality cutlery, it's like anything else. There's a wide variety of quality and prices available. And we only want to compare to the highest quality brands. So I have a price comparison here for Wusthof and Shun. Have you heard of both of those before, or just one of them, or either of them?
I think I've heard of Wusthof before.
Okay, awesome, awesome. These are both high quality sets. As you know, Wustof's made in Germany, Shun's made in Japan. These are the top 2 selling brands in stores right now. Wusthof is the most popular between the two. The price for the Wusthof set is $34.35. The price for the Shun set is about $4,300 regular price. You can usually find them on sale between $2,000 and $2,800. There are, however, some major differences between these brands and Cutco. First off, Wusthof has mostly straight edges, which is a hassle. So they have to be constantly resharpened. Do you like resharpening your knives?
I hate it.
Okay, gotcha. We'll make that easier for you, I promise. They're not recommended for the dishwasher. These brands, you're actually supposed to hand wash them. You said you put yours in the dishwasher anyway, right?
Yeah, all the time. I
So
don't
you
feel
want
like
something that's dishwasher safe, obviously. And in comparison, Cutco's are a unique wedge lock handle, the handle that fits to your hand, like we talked about earlier, the exclusive Double D Stay Sharp Edge, and we have our 4-part forever guarantee, including all the free sharpening. We can either come to your house, do it in your home, or you can send it back to the factory and we'll do it in the factory for you for free. Cutco owners will tell you that Cutco's 10 times better than any knives they've ever used. Just considering the guarantee and the unique features, most people would agree that Cutco's at least twice as good as Wusthof. Now, when something offers twice the quality, twice the value, lasts twice as long, you would expect it to cost twice the price. So at twice the price, you're talking about $4,000 for a basic set of Cutco. So let me show you what you get with the basic set. So this set right here is our basic homemaker set. It's our most popular set for people who do an average amount of cooking about 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. It has our 10 basic tools I explained earlier, 8 table knives, the wood block, and a sharpener for your straight edge knives only. This is just kind of your basic set of Cutco. It kind of has all the bare essentials that it'll get you by. We also have a homemaker set without the table knives. Now, if you were considering a set, I assume you like the table knives?
definitely.
Okay, awesome. Now, the great thing is that it doesn't cost $4,000. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even cost as much as the Wusthof price, which I showed you before was $34.35. The Cutco homemaker set. Now, Miss Harris, do you have pen and piece of paper?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. I'm actually going to type this for you, and I'd recommend that you write it down as well, okay?
Okay.
So you remember how I said that everybody likes to break it up?
Yes.
So what's cool about this set is today you'll only pay $289 over 5 months. So it's going to be $289 over 5 months. If you want to, you can do it in full for $1326, but most people like to break it up over the 5 months. It just makes it super affordable. So it's going to be $289 over 5 months. Now, when y'all go to the grocery store, are you like most families and you spend like $200 to $300 a week at the grocery store?
Easily.
So this would be, and you said easily, what is y'all's closer to like 350 or so?
Yeah, definitely.
So this would be like one trip to the grocery store. Okay. And when you go to the grocery store, do you put it on Amex, MasterCard, Visa? How do you pay?
Visa.
You like Visa?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 289 over 5 months. And what's cool is that only breaks down today to about $73 per week. So that would be like 2 of your takeout meals, or like grabbing dinner one day, lunch the next type deal. When you go to Chick-fil-A, what do you spend for lunch?
Between 15, probably
50?
about 15 on a
What
daily.
about what about when you get it for like your husband and your kids and it's the 4 of y'all for lunch?
Between 30 and 40, depending on what they get.
It'd be like 2 Chick-fil-A trips, like, for the week type deal, right? So we're talking 73 a week, or 289 today. And the cool thing is you would just pay the 289 as your first payment today. Okay. Do you have that written down as well?
Yes.
So let me review what you would get with that. You would get the homemaker set. Okay. You would also get the block for free. So that way you're able to store everything. You would also get a cutting board, and you're also going to get a sharpener for your straight edge knives only. That's just so that you can sharpen your straight edges if you want. But most people are like, Ben, why do I need that? You're going to do all the sharpening for me anyway. Of course we are. It's Cutco. We're going to take care of you. So that's what you'll get. And do you want to do the 289 on your Visa today?
No, I just don't think I would use all of those pieces.
Okay. So you don't think you'd use all the tools, but you do like the knives?
Correct.
Okay. Let me ask you, do you think that you would use all the tools over the course of the next 30 years?
Probably.
Because a lot of people, when they think, Miss Harris, they think about, oh, I might not use this knife every day. But in reality, you're probably thinking about your knives that you've been buying, using, replacing every couple of years, right?
Right.
I would hate to see you buy something that you would use just, hey, I'm going to use these knives every day. And then you get to Thanksgiving, you get to Christmas, you're like, man, I don't have a knife for this. It's much better to have a knife and not need it than to need it and not have it. And I just want to make sure that you're going to be set for the next 30 years so you don't have to keep rebuying Cutco over and over again. Because what happens all the time is, I love seeing people who they saw a rep like last year because they sold them like a few pieces of Cutco, and then I do a demo for them, and guess what I always do?
What?
I upgrade them to the set that they wanted that they didn't buy from that rep, and it's the easiest demo ever because they know how good it is. So I just want to save you a lot of time, money, and energy. Let me ask you this: which knives in the set do you think you would never use? Let's
Um,
let's
I
go
don't.
back here just so you can see it. So I want to make sure that you can see all the tools there. Which of these tools do you think that you might not use quite as much? Let's adjust the view here. Out of the ones that I showed you, the paring knife, you said you cut stuff in the air, right?
Mhm.
Okay. The trimmer, you said you cut small stuff in your hand, right?
Yes.
The spatula spreader, you said you make sandwiches, right?
Yes.
The turning fork and the petite carver, that's like a small carving set. You said you do like rotisserie chickens and stuff, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay. So you wouldn't use it every day, but you'd use it sometimes.
Correct.
Are you a little worried about having two forks?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking one fork might do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and then petite carver, you would probably use that for chicken, right?
Yes.
Okay. Chef knife, you said you chop vegetables, right?
Definitely.
Okay. The melon knife, would you use that one? Because when we talked about it, you were like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes, like maybe over the summer for watermelon, but not every day.
Okay, gotcha. How many times a year do you cut a watermelon, cut a whole chicken, cut a pineapple, cut something that's frozen where you might use like once a month?
Probably yes.
Okay. So you'd use it like 12 times a year?
Yeah.
So you'd use it like 120 times the next 10 years?
Yeah. I
And
guess.
like 480, 500 times the next 40 years?
Yes.
So you'd probably use it, just not every day.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So it'd be beneficial to have if you had it, but you don't have to have it.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. What about the large carving set?
Probably I don't do a whole lot of hosting or do a lot of,
Okay.
ham or turkey or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the slicer for breads, you said you'd probably use that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm hearing from you is you might not use the melon knife and the large carving set, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. If I could hook you up a little bit, would you be a little bit more excited?
Probably.
Okay. Because I totally understand the way that you're feeling and I want to help you out. What if I did this? What if I gave you a pair of super shears with your order and I just tossed those in and I paid for those for you? That would be $117 value and I could throw those in for you for free.
Okay. Well, I think I want to talk to my husband about it. He's at work right now, so I can't call him. I think he
Okay.
would want to, see what I'm going to invest in.
I got you. Totally understand. Um, can I be honest with you, Miss Harris?
Of course.
Okay. When somebody tells me that they need to talk to their husband, it's usually not that they need to talk to their husband. Because let's be honest, if you wanted a pair of shoes, you're probably not going to call your husband and ask him about the shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And before you said you do most of the cooking at the house and he never really cooks anyway. So he's probably not going to understand much about kitchen products.
Yeah.
So is it that you need to talk to your husband or is it that you're just not comfortable with the set?
I just don't think I'm comfortable with the set. I still,
Totally understand. I would blame something on my wife too. So I totally get it. Hey, let me ask you this. At the grocery store, when you're like checking out at the grocery store, do you call your husband and be like, hey, honey, it's $286 today. Can I check out? Do you do that or no?
no, of course
No.
not.
See, so if you see something you like, then you could probably make a decision on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I think probably as we're looking at this, I think it might be best if I go ahead and help you out with a set that's exactly made for you.
Okay.
We could do one of two things. Some people, Miss Harris, some people, what they do is they switch out that turning fork and put something else in it. They switch out the butcher knife and put something else in it, and that carver, or we could look at a little smaller set. Which would you prefer?
Let's look at a smaller set.
Okay, cool. I totally understand where you're coming from. I think this set is literally going to be perfect for you, Miss Harris. And if I could show you something that would save you time, money, and energy, that was a little less expensive, that was exactly made for you based on what you would use, would you like that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, awesome. I think you're going to love our galley set. We actually sold last year about 19,000 galley plus sixes. So you still get 6 of the table knives with this set. Let me show you our galley set here. So the galley plus 6, you'll get the paring knife, the trimmer, the spatula spreader, the petite carver and turning fork. So you'll still get a small carving set. You'll get a chef knife and a slicer. So it takes out the carving set, the large carving set, and it takes out the melon knife. So I think this set will literally be perfect for you. How do you like the look of that?
Okay, it looks nice.
Awesome, awesome. Do you like the black or the white?
I like the white.
Okay, awesome. Do you have that pen and paper right there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So let me show you what we're talking about here. So I want to go ahead and write down, and I'll just put this kind of side by side here for you. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Guys, I just did portion of screen. So I'm now screen sharing the document and the set with her so she can see them side by side. Okay, this is a portion of screen share. Okay, so what we're looking at for the galley plus 6, this set, this is going to be, let me take a look at one thing here real quick.
Okay.
And you definitely like the table knives, right?
Of course.
Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. So we're looking at, this set's going to be $209 over the 5 months. So I'll be able to save you $80 per month. That would be like 4 trips to Chick-fil-A, right? So it's going to be $209 over 5 months. And that breaks down to just $52 per week. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. And with this, you'll still get the block and you're still going to get the cutting board. Okay. It doesn't come with a sharpener, but really we're going to do all the sharpening for you anyway. So you'll still get the block and the cutting board with that. Now tell me about how you feel about that set. You like that set?
Yeah, but I just feel like it's out of my price range right now.
Okay.
With Corona and everything, it's hard times.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Are you still like eating at home and still going to the grocery store and everything, even though Corona is going on?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you're still like going to Chick-fil-A and you're still getting takeout and you're still eating and stuff?
Yeah,
You still have cable and internet and stuff like that?
of course.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and you'd use all these tools, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Ms. Harris, I totally understand how you're feeling, and the fact that this might be a little too much to spend today. But let me ask you, the customers that I've seen that have had Cutco for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, do you think they even remember how much they spent 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago?
Probably not.
How do you think they feel about having a product in their home for 30, 40, 50 years and it being guaranteed to work perfectly every single time they use it, instead of having to go repurchase things over and over and over again for their kitchen?
I bet they feel great.
what do you think they say to themselves? Like, this is the best investment I've ever made, right?
Yeah.
So I understand it might feel like a little bit too much to spend today, but in the long run, will you even like $52 per week? That's like going out to eat. Like, do you really think twice about going to the grocery store for 200 to 300 bucks a week?
No, I have to feed my family.
Do you think twice about paying your cable bill for 150 bucks a month?
We have to be entertained.
Is there anything else that you think you could buy once, use every day, never have to replace it's guaranteed to work perfectly that you can buy for $200 today?
Not that I can think of.
Harris, let's do this. It's 209. You can put it on a credit card. Make sure you like it. And you know what? I'm gonna sweeten the deal for you. You really like those super shears, don't you?
I do.
I'm gonna give you those for free. I want to buy those for you. I'm a college student. I go to SMU. I'm studying finance, and I would hate for you to not get Cutco today and then miss out on it for the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life. So I want to buy those super shears for you as a thank you and as an incentive for you to buy it today. What do you say? You want to do it?
Um, Let me think about it.
Okay, I can wait.
What are you waiting for?
Whenever you're ready, you just let me know.
Ready for what?
Just to let me know what you thought about.
Oh, okay. I thought I mean, by me saying I'll call or tell you later, I was just gonna, give you a call or text you back whenever I finish thinking about it.
Ms. Harris, we have a pretty honest relationship, right?
Yes.
I would hate to just say okay and not tell you what I'm really thinking. If somebody told you that they were going to like get back to you about something, do you think that would actually happen?
Um, Depends on who the person is.
It might, maybe, might not, but I would really be doing you a disservice to not tell you about all the options today because you like Cutco, right?
Yes.
And if this option is not something that you're comfortable with, then let me show you some other options and we'll find a better solution for you. Because I would hate for you to not get the opportunity to have Cutco in your home because this isn't a good option. So that's no problem. We have a lot of different things that we can work out for you. So let me ask you, is there anything in this set that you wouldn't use, or is it simply the issue of price?
It's a little bit of both. I wouldn't use the smaller carving set, and then
Okay.
the price is just too much for me right now.
Okay, so you think the large carving set would just be a little too much for you?
Definitely.
Okay, but you would like it if you had it?
Yes.
Okay. Um, Let me ask you this. What if I did, I'm just going to adjust what you're seeing here. Did you have interest in the entertainer pack right there that had the cheese knife, the ice cream scoop, the pizza cutter, and the peeler?
Hmm.
That's a $228 value. If I could give you more for free than you were paying today, do you think that'd be a pretty good deal for you?
Very good.
What if I, instead of the shears, what if I gave you the entertainer pack instead of the super shears? And I'll just pay for that for you. And you would be getting 228 worth of value for free. You would only put 209 on your Visa and you wouldn't even pay off your Visa until the end of the month anyway. So that would give you the next 3 weeks to try it out, make sure you like it, make sure you love it, and that your family loves it. And you'll be able to use it every single day. And you'll get the entertainer pack for free. Cheese knife, ice cream scoop, peeler, and pizza cutter.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. You are going to love this, Miss Harris. I know that right now you're feeling like, I don't know if I should do this, but I promise you, this is going to be the best investment you've ever made in your kitchen and in your house. Like 6 months down the road, you're going to call me and be like, oh my God, Ben, you were so right. Thank you so much. Like, we love this stuff. And you're probably going to want to upgrade in the future to add on the cookware, flatware, all that. I'm going to go ahead and show you the accessories now because some people like to add on some of that stuff today. But we can always go ahead and show you, see what else you like. You might want to get some gifts for like family members, that type of deal for the future, okay?
Okay.
And then we go into that. All right, I'm going to pause for a second. So we didn't really go down to like a starter set or, custom order. We didn't need to because we closed in this situation. She told us that it was too much and we offered her the entertainer pack and that sealed the deal. I want to pause for a second. Let's just debrief a little bit. I saw some things getting posted in the chat box. What were some takeaways? What were some things, Madison, feel free to facilitate here. What were some things that were posted on there that people were referencing that was helpful there?
Sure. I mean, I think for me personally, Ryan and I are messaging about this as well. It's just like the time that he took, because I think sometimes people will drop down too fast. Like,
oh my God, it's so depressing to hear some of you drop down.
Yeah.
Like, I literally want to jump over the phone and like grab and stop you from saying what you're saying, because it's like hurting my customers' feelings.
Yes.
Like your customer doesn't know anything until you tell them.
Yeah.
And you're the same. You got to realize, guys, if a customer says, "Oh, I want to talk to my husband," that is bullshit. Like, that is sheer bullshit. And I'm sorry I'm being so real with you right now, but she does not need to actually talk to her husband, does she, Miles? You think she could? She does not need to call. Are you kidding me? Like, what? No, she doesn't. And if she says she does, all she wants to hear from you is confidence. That's all she wants. She just wants to know that you have the confidence to provide a solution and make her feel more comfortable. Okay? Some of you, the customer, I need to think about it. You're like, okay. When are you gonna let me know? Like, what? What are you gonna put it on your schedule? You're gonna have a call back with the customer to buy the set that she remembered, like going over a demo with you 2 weeks ago? Like, I can't even remember what I wrote down on a piece of paper 2 weeks ago. She wasn't even writing it down. You think she remembers that? No way. You got to get that out of your head. The fact that you think that she's going to come back and buy later, the fact that you it's okay to not make the sale that day. Guys, here's the deal. If you don't make the sale on the demo, it's a no sale. Yep. I'm going to say it again. If you don't make the sale on the demo, it is a no sale. No matter how it finished off. Oh, she really liked it. Okay. What'd you sell? I didn't sell anything. She's going to buy it later. Well, good luck with that, buddy. Right? Like, this is why I don't talk to you about after a call, right? In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, get this through your head. Okay. So I'm going to pause for a second. I understand I'm being a little maybe too harsh for some of you, but hey, that's okay. You got to. I
think honestly, Ben, as much as we're all joking about it, this is a really real conversation that we need to have with everybody here. I know some of you guys are mind blown, messaging, thank you so much for allowing me to be on the meeting today. But another thing I think is true here as well is just the amount of times that you drop down individually in each set before you moved on to the next one. Because at that point, even if someone was dropping down, they might have been all the way on pieces when you're still on the galley set. So I think also part of it is just working with the customer and working around what their needs are. Yeah. I think that was big too.
Cool. They need to feel heard. Customers need to feel understood, right? Yep. You've got to work with them. It's working with them while you're closing, right?
For sure. Okay. Well, we don't have time to do all of these that are in the chat right now, guys. But I can definitely send you some really good resources. I know, Ben, you have that other objections workshop that we did over the summer. So we can get that rolling too.
Yeah. Guys, there was a post that said, hey, I had a customer call back and get something later. Hey, that's awesome if you do. I'm not saying let's not celebrate that, but that's like winning. That's like winning a little lottery, like a scratch off ticket. Like if they call you back and somebody buys something, that's awesome. But the chance of that happening is very slim. Okay. It's very slim. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's a lot lower than if you work with her and make the sale that day. When somebody says they want to buy it later, it's not because they actually want to buy it later. It's because what you're showing them, they're not comfortable with. So you need to drop down and find them something they're more comfortable with and appeal to them. Give them some incentive to finalize it, right?
Yep.
Is huge. So
thank you,
cool.
Mr. Jackson. We really appreciate you doing that. And I know everyone got a lot of good stuff. I'm just going to cover a few quick things for our team in terms of upcoming events, and then we're going to kick off the phone jam. So Ron, if your group wants to head back to y'all Zoom, you guys are good. That's all we've got for the